Welcome to the Three Bozos Ancillary Show, Pizain's podcast, where me, Wayne the Pizain, talks about whatever the fuck he wants. I just got back from taking my son getting his first haircut ever. That was an interesting experience. Let's just say he does not like to sit in a chair and have scissors around his head. Cried the whole time, but we got it done. He's looking sharp. He was a woolly bully before, long hair. Now he's high and tight. So looking like a sharp young man. All right. So you know the drill by now. I get my daily 1440 news feed and I go over it and let you know what I think. Presidential debate scheduled. President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump agreed yesterday to participate in two presidential debates. The announcement came hours after Biden said he would not participate in traditional debates organized by the nonpartisan Commission of Presidential Debates, calling instead for an expedited debate schedule and stricter rules on interpretations, among other conditions. Great. That is fantastic. I was not thinking that they were going to do a debate, mostly because Biden just can't keep up with Trump. I think if Trump doesn't do what he did last time, cutting him off, talking over him, just let Joe Biden hang himself with his own words and actions and senility, that Donald Trump will just run away with these. But it's Donald Trump, and he's an egomaniac who is kind of a sociopath, and he will probably fuck it up. CNN will host the first debate June 27th with an ABC rematch slated for September 10th. So we got a pretty big gap between the two debates. CNN and ABC, huh? Well, I guess Biden probably wouldn't agree to a Fox News one. Biden's team also called for no live audience at the event and no surprise moderators. It has to be scripted for him to even make it through. They're gonna jack him up full of medication so he can be alert, and yeah, no surprises because he cannot pivot. All right, other news, drug overdoses decline. That's always good news. More than 107,000 people in the U.S. died of a drug-related overdose last year, according to data released yesterday from the Center of Disease Control and Prevention. The preliminary tally represents the first drop in drug-related deaths since 2018 and a 3% drop from 2020. The CDC data did not reveal the cause of the overall decline. So, yeah, I mean, it went down 3%. That's better than nothing, I guess. Honestly, with as much news as I've seen with fentanyl, I thought it would be a lot higher than that. But, hey, we'll take what we can get. The 2024 NFL schedule is to include 5 international games. That's good. More football, the better. I'd like to see it, all over the world, instead of just, in America. So that's good that they're doing that. It won't be long before, you'll see teams in Canada and then England. And I think England and Mexico will probably be the next teams you'll see. Magician David Copperfield accused of sexual misconduct by 16 women. 16 women. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that from David Copperfield, of all people. I know he's a magician, but he won't be playing hide the pickle anymore. Sequel of 1996 film Happy Gilmore confirmed at Netflix. Adam Sandler to return. That's probably going to be terrible. Happy Gilmore is probably one of my favorite movies of all time. I love Happy Gilmore. I quote it probably on a daily basis. But you know how these things are. Dumb and Dumber had 2 sequels. They were both terrible. And the first one was great. I'll probably still watch it, though, because I love me some Happy Gilmore. What else we have today? The OpenAI co-founder is leaving the company. Uh, Engineers demonstrate snake-like fiber optic system that can image the inside of arteries in real time. Device may help preventive diagnosis of aneurysm and blood clots. That's good. Uh, yeah, the more technology on that thing, the better. You got to prevent that. Got to keep yourselves healthy. The best defense on that is to eat right and exercise. Yeah. Experimental anti-obesity drug combines GLP-1 blockers found in new drugs like Ozempic with molecule that targets receptors in the brain involved in appetite control. I mean, honestly, just this whole Ozempic craze is just ridiculous. Just a little willpower will go a long way. I understand some people have hormone issues and, whatever, address that, but the vast majority of people don't. They just have no willpower. Eat right, exercise. There you go. U.S. stock markets close higher. All three indexes notch record highs, fueled by latest inflation data. That's good for my portfolio. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway reveals $6.7 billion stake in property casualty insurer Chubb. Company filing yesterday shows Berkshire has been building the position since second half of 2023. Okay, so Warren Buffett just gets richer pretty much, which he's going to die soon, and then most of that money is just going to be given away. Well, I guess altruistic. That's good for everybody else then. Yeah, get more rich, Warren. So when you die, all the money goes to the people who need it. Billionaire and former Los Angeles Dodgers owner Frank McCourt announces he is putting together a people's bid to buy TikTok from its Chinese parent company ByteDance. Trying to get that TikTok over to America. People go crazy over TikTok. I am not a TikToker. I think it's stupid. It's just eat your brain like a worm. But hey, people love it. It's that instant gratification of just flicking your thumb and seeing funny videos after funny videos. And copying Vine. I like Vine better. It didn't seem so, I don't know, addicting. Like it's own drug. I guess we're all addicted to our phones and the internet and all sorts of short-term entertainment. Read a book. Blah, blah, blah. Russian forces continue to advance in northern region as Ukrainian troops retreat with heaviest fighting in towns of a bunch of Russian and Ukrainian words I cannot say. Ukraine, you just need to basically, whatever Russia is, try to make a peace deal here. They got what they got. I don't think they're going to try to take over Kyiv and the major cities. They got their port cities. They're willing to sit down with you. I'm tired of giving my money to you. Just give them what they want. Yeah, it sucks. Or, whatever, evil Russia. But, yeah, you lost. Sorry. Fuel barge hits Pelican Island Bridge in Galveston, Texas, causing partial collapse and oil spill, but leaves no one injured or killed after tugboat pushing it loses control. Oh, that's good. We didn't have a Maryland bridge attack. Seems like I'm getting a lot of bridge news lately. Yeah, I guess it could happen to any bridge. Crew of ship that crashed into Baltimore Bridge in March remains on board amid ongoing investigation and visa restrictions. So the crew that crashed the ship is still on board. Okay. That's ridiculous. Everybody involved in that should have been fired. Whatever. Search engines are beginning to allow people to reverse search people's faces, finding every photo of them ever posted. The results could help officers solve cold cases and strip anonymity from others. Yeah, that's usually, it sounds good on the surface, ends up being a power grab later, and next thing you know, you have less and less of your liberal freedoms. Yeah, I think that's all we got here. Yeah, a bunch of clickbait after that. There's a Legally Blonde prequel. Will feature a teenage Elle Woods. My wife's gonna love that. Legally Blonde's like one of her favorite movies. It's pretty terrible, honestly, but not as terrible as some things. I could actually sit there not wanting to blow my brains out. So, all right. Well, that is it for the news today. Everyone have a good night. This has been a Three Bozos ancillary episode of Pizain's podcast. Signing off. See ya.